Hey guys, Chris Fix here. That check engine light just won't quit, right? You replaced the part, cleared the code, and for a moment the light was gone. Then it came back. It's frustrating, but super common. Most people just throw parts at the problem, but the real issue is often hidden. These codes usually point to a symptom, not the root cause. Today, I'll show you why replacing parts doesn't always work, and how to actually fix those stubborn P0420 and P0036 codes. We'll dig into overlooked issues like exhaust leaks, wiring problems, and even outdated software. Let's get started and finally solve this mystery for good. Let's break down these codes. P0420 means your catalytic converter isn't cleaning exhaust efficiently. Your car has two oxygen sensors, one before and one after the converter. If both sensors show similar readings, the computer thinks the converter isn't working. P0036 is different. It's about the heater circuit in the downstream oxygen sensor. The heater gets the sensor hot quickly so it can work. If the computer doesn't see the right electrical response, it triggers P0036. So, P0420 is a performance issue with the converter, while P0036 is an electrical problem with the sensor's heater. Both codes involve the downstream sensor, but they point to totally different problems. Understanding this difference is key to fixing the right thing. Don't just swap parts, know what you're actually dealing with. Most people replace the catalytic converter for P0420 or the oxygen sensor for P0036, but the light often comes back. That's because these fixes treat the symptom, not the cause. For P0420, something upstream, like a rich running engine or oil burning, can destroy even a new converter. For P0036, the real problem is often in the wiring, connectors, or fuse, not the sensor itself. If you don't fix the underlying issue, you'll keep getting the same code. Don't waste money guessing. Diagnose the whole system, not just the part named in the code. A new part won't help if the real culprit is a broken wire or a misfiring engine. Proper diagnosis is everything. Let's dig deeper into P0420. One hidden cause is an exhaust leak before the downstream sensor. Even a tiny leak can trick the sensor, making the computer think the converter is bad. Sensor contamination from oil, coolant, or fuel additives can also send false signals. Engine misfires dump raw fuel into the exhaust, overheating and destroying converters. Wiring issues, like damaged wires or corroded connectors, can send bad data to the computer. You might have a perfect converter and sensor, but a simple wiring or leak issue can keep triggering the code. Always check for these hidden problems before replacing expensive parts. For P0036, the wiring harness is often the real problem. Wires under the car get exposed to heat, water, and debris, leading to shorts or breaks. A rusty ground connection can restrict current, making the heater circuit fail. Sometimes a blown fuse is the culprit. But fuses blow for a reason, usually a short. Rarely, outdated software in your car's computer can trigger false codes. Don't just replace the sensor. Inspect the wiring, grounds, and fuses. If everything checks out, ask about software updates. The real fix is often simpler and cheaper than you think. Here's how to diagnose like a pro. For P0420, use an OBD2 scanner to watch live sensor data. If the downstream sensor mimics the upstream, check for exhaust leaks with a smoke tester before blaming the converter. For P0036, use a multimeter to check for power and ground at the sensor connector. Trace wiring back to the fuse box and ground points if something's missing. Test the sensor's heater resistance. If it's open, the sensor is bad. Fix leaks. Repair wiring with solder and heat shrink, and clean ground connections thoroughly. Use quality parts. Cheap sensors and converters can cause more problems. Prevent future issues by maintaining your engine, fixing misfires fast, and inspecting wiring regularly. Diagnose smart, fix the root cause, and that check engine light will finally stay off.